Carlos. Today we had no March is Disability Awareness Month. We we went up there and we talked to our legislators. We had a resource fair of all kinds of agencies that help out people with disabilities. So it was a great day. A lot of voices were heard. Um, I'm going to give you a rundown of what I talked about. I talked about the importance of inclusion. You know, inclusion is defined by a group of people being invited uh, to do one particular thing or join a group or organization. Whether you have a disability or not, uh, people working side by side, um, including each other, and realizing that we're more alike than we are different. We all might have different challenges, but we all have the same rights to live our, our least restricted life possible. And for the last 7 years, or 11 years, I'm sorry, I've been a part of a organization called People First, which is a self-advocacy organization for people with developmental disabilities and physical disabilities like cerebral palsy. But what we focus on is teaching people how to better advocate for themselves, how to stand up for their rights, and make decisions and choices that affect our life, um, so that we might live more independent, you know. But I've been involved in advocacy in many ways, whether it's through People First or helping, which is with people with disabilities. But 95 to 96 or more percent of the places you go are not accessible uh, for people with disabilities. And I believe that all people should have rights to the same access, to the same goods and services as everybody else. We have a right to go anywhere we want to go. And what we were fighting today was a more for today, with a more inclusive society, no more barriers. You know, I'm very, I'm very active in my church. Uh, I've been part of the same church for 20, where I've been I served as a greeter for over 5 years, and I've been a part of various men's Bible studies, and I just love it. Our our mission is to introduce people to the road to Jesus, so that's what we try to do. But um, after high school, I went on to college and got my degree in human services and applied sciences, where I use it in self-advocacy, in my motivational speaking, and I'm developing my business as a one-on-one life coach. I want to take people from where they are to where they want to be in life, and I want to give them the tools and strategies to get there. You know, I like hanging out with my friends, going to movies, going to restaurants, going uh, going to try new adventurous stuff. I'm a pretty adventurous guy. Um, so I like to be a very active part of my community. I'm just like um all all the rest of you. I like to try new things. I like to go places. I like to go on vacation. I like to take trips. You know, I have the same thoughts, feelings, and emotions as everybody else. You know, um, one day I decided to get married, have a family, have children. But, you know, um, one thing is that eluded me for a long time is I love sports. I love basketball, football, baseball, all the traditional sports. But how many of you know that being an electric chair makes those traditional sports impossible? Well, about in the year 2012, I found out about something called the Paralympics and the Paralympic Games, which is just like the regular Olympic Games, but it's for people with physical disabilities that might be hearing impaired, that might be visually impaired, or that might be amputee, or other physical challenges. Um, but I play basketball. Some of you might be familiar with basketball. Basketball is originally Italian sport. You have a white ball, which is called the jack ball, red ball. The object of the game at the end of 4 rounds is to get as many of your six balls as close to the white ball as you can. Whoever does that wins. I can't do a ball, so I use around. Um, Naperville, Illinois. Um, and their father, Kim, signed up for a road race, a marathon. And when they were doing the marathon, they realized how excited she got, how happy she was, how much. So they realized this was their way to connect with her. And so over the next many years, um, they competed in many road races. And their whole focus is inclusion. Unfortunately, Ainsley died at the age of 14. But after his daughter's passing, Kim Rossiter, who goes by the name of Rooster, as I said, created Ainsley's Angels in America. We have over 30 chapters and races all over the United States that use volunteer runners that pay their own money, pay their own entry fees to help us have the experience of running. To me, this organization is the very definition of inclusion. And he realized that if his daughter was having fun, that more people with physical challenges would like it too. And I don't know where the video cut off, so it cut off a while ago. So I'm gonna go over again what I talked about. Again, my name is Sean Lewis. On my channel is Rolling with Sean Lewis, but I'm the Oklahoma People First State President, which is 14 chapters in the state. I'm over all 14 chapters. People First is a self-advocacy organization for people with different disabilities, developmental and or physical. And we teach people how to better advocate for themselves and live the least restrictive life possible. Today we went to the Capitol in Oklahoma City and spoke at the DDS rally. As you know, March is March is Disability Awareness Month, and I want to talk a little bit about what I talked about today. I talked about the importance of inclusion. You know, the definition of inclusion is defined as a group uh, uh, of many people invited to participate in the same activity or same organization alongside other people, you know, and we all want to feel like we belong. We all want to feel like we have a purpose. We all want to feel like we matter because we do matter. You know, we're more alike than we are different. Um, I spent the last 11 years in self-advocacy in multiple forms, whether it's holding office in um, um, People First. I've held every office at the local level that I can. I'm currently serving as my local chapter's uh, president too. I serve as both Tulsa People First and Oklahoma People First local chapter. I just took over at the beginning of 2019 as the state president. I'm so happy and so excited to uh, be in that position because I want to help and make um, our society more inclusive. I've also worked all across the state to advance ADA compliancy, um, and that means making sure that people with disabilities have access to the same goods and services and to restaurants. Um, Restaurants, I believe there should be no more barriers. Um, 97% of all businesses are still not ADA compliant. Work to try to raise awareness and make a difference in this area. But after high school and boy sciences, I use this in my speaking and my advocacy, and I'm currently developing a one-on-one coaching business because I want to take people from where they are, right now, from where they are right now to where they want to be. My glasses, where it keeps flying off my nose, I guess I don't have that much bridge on my nose, and this is like YouTube. Sorry guys, I had to push them up, but um, I was very blessed. I've always been very involved in my community. I'm very involved in my church. I've been in the same church for 22 years, served as a greeter in the youth department for 5 years. I've also been a part of various um, Bible studies and various Bible studies and all the kind of outreach within my church. I also love to go to movies, like to go to restaurants, movies. I love to work out. I'm just like everybody else. You care to get around where you use your legs, and I also have dyslexia, which is the inability to read. So I read my books on tape, and when I went to college, I did all my book reports orally. I took all my tests orally, which means I told someone what to write, and they wrote down what I said, and GPA, and I could do anything I wanted to do. For me not to let my wheelchair be the reason why I didn't go after something. So I always live by the motto, find another way. You can always do what you want to do. You might just have to go about it a different way. But what, as we all know, sometimes to be included in our society in some aspects is hard. I love basketball, football, baseball, all the traditional sports. But how many of you know that playing the traditional sports in the chair is not possible, right? But in 2007, I found out about something called adaptive sports in the Paralympics. The Paralympics aren't like Special Olympics. The Paralympics are just like the regular Olympics held 2 weeks after the regular Olympics. And this, they might be they might be visually impaired, they might be hearing impaired, they might have some other kind of physical disability. But I've been lucky enough to play in tournaments all over Kansas. In 2015, I won the Mid American Games for my division. I was a BCC ramp division champion, and I went to nationals in Naperville, Illinois, this past year, and did really well. I got the first year of classification under my belt. You have to be classified for 2 years, and then the U.S. Paralympic Committee can start tracking your results. So I will be going to Antonio, where I will be playing singles and pairs bocce. So I'm really excited about that. But another organization I'm passionate about is called the Angels of America. That wouldn't ordinarily be able to complete a 5K, a 10K, a marathon, ultra marathon, iron, get outside to be a part of the running community. I have a triathlon coming up, and I have some about inclusion. And the Angels was found, his daughter was unfortunately diagnosed with terminal to include her in their life. They kept hitting a wall. They kept hitting a wall, but one day, the dad, Kim, registered him and his daughter in a marathon. When they did that, she came alive. She started smiling. She became real happy, and that became their way to connect with her because they realized competed in over something like 100 races, I think. Um, Unfortunately, Ainsley passed away at the age of 14, I believe. But after his daughter's passing, Kim went on to found Ainsley Angels of America because he realized that if his daughter was having such an awesome time being a part of the running community, the physical challenges would too. So, Ainsley Angels of America is in over 30 states. I'm a part of the local chapter here in Tulsa. Our ambassador is Jenna Self-Rug. But you can find out more about our organization by going to AngelsOfAmerica.org or on Facebook, Ainsley Angels of Oklahoma. And you can, even if you can't run, you can be a guardian angel, which means you help us get ready for the races, or you can just support us and help us raise money and spread awareness. But the main thing I want to say, guys, is we are more alike than we are different. And everyone has a purpose, a dream, a destiny. Everyone is created for a purpose. No one is here by accident. You know, treat each individual person with a disability with the same respect you would anybody else, and don't treat them any different. Get to know them on an individual basis, and if this has blessed you in any way, please share it with your friends and following. You can find me on Instagram at Rolling with John Lewis. I'm also at John Lewis Motivational Speaker on Facebook. I would love to come share my message of hope, inspiration, and inclusion with you or your organization. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. And God bless you. Let me see. Oh, I got it. Let me see how I set this up, guys. I know. Um, hang on, guys.